What it do, homie? So I am starting off today reacting to some hate, right? D.O. Rap, Hater, JoJo, and we got Cam Steady and Geno 5. Now, I can't talk about, I can't attest to the ability to hate. I'm still not entirely and too sure what we're talking about here. Are we braggadocious? We calling out something? Or we just... it's just hating. You know, it can mean all of the above and everything. And depending on how spicy they talking, I might have to get some things off my chest, you know. For the longest here in the nerdcore community, you know, I ain't got no beef with nobody, right? Because, oops, my bad. Cause I just be chilling in a cut, right? Just watching things unfold. But sometimes, though, sometimes. So let's see what we talking about. I stay equipped with the headphones, so you ain't even got to ask me that DPS. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. It was me, Dio.
I'm what you call a hater. I be waking early for this shit. To fade 'em, 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 to fade 'em. Step over your body just to get the paper, that paper, that paper, that paper, that paper, that paper, that paper. Roll this boy sick. I'm the #1 pick. Hey, I'm a force.
No, that's crazy. Not you whispering a hater. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way you done gave us an anthem. A hater anthem, man. See, this is the type of stuff where sometimes I like to live vicariously through people. You know what I'm saying? Just living through other people's experiences. And the chorus can do just that. Waking up at a hater. Now you got, oh man, now I'm about to be hating. And I don't even got a real reason to. I love your inclusion of the distorted, the guitars, that grunge, that distortion and everything, right? To really solidify just how much I hate you, right? Aggression, distortion, one and the same, right? If you ever listen to any type of thrash metal, seeing people go crazy in a mosh pit, yeah, it's a lot of distortion, a lot of gutturals, you know, with the vocals and everything. So that makes sense. All right, I got to run this back. The chorus is crazy.
Call a hater. I be waking early for this shit. Step over your body just to get the paper, that paper, that paper, that paper, that paper, that paper.
It's fine.
Roll this boy sick. I'm the #1 pick. Hey, I'm a forest fire to your family tree. The reason that you cannot get any sleep. The glorified devil pettiness peak. The dog's fired up. When I'm unleashed, assault like shit'll never be sweet. The bloodline clotted legacy cease. Pray you never ever know peace. I ain't choose violence, it chose me.
Ooh. Yo, Geno, man, I love that. It ain't even just the vocal inflections, but the fact that you trying to match that guitar energy, that distortion stuff going in with that grit in your voice. Almost kind of like, you know, when you a hater, you never know, man. You can go 0 to 100, right? The hate, what do you call it? The hate tree seat, the hateocracy or whatnot. You know, by be on my Mary Jane Blige type stuff. Just start some hateration. There it is. Mary J said it won't be no hateration, holleration in this dancery. This song is the opposite.
The bloodline clotted legacy cease. Pray you never ever know peace. I ain't choose violence, it chose me. Scaring the hoes. Finna stay alone. Hope your family never make it home. The hate is really generational. Make it known. Certain shit I'm never letting go. Rock a nigga in that 7 stone. Clicking up, we gonna metronome. And you catch a beat like a stethoscope. Beat him up.
Hard, yeah.
Split your pace up, get him parked. I ain't playing, ain't an anagram, but I got a hater in the heart. Wishing records on the car. Wishing death upon a star. Play with me, you playing God. You will never see tomorrow.
This man said, wishing death upon a star, bro. The hate is so strong, it's multiversal. It's universal hate. Everybody can get it, right? Bro, cosmic hate. Man, F that Orion's belt, bro. Over there just twirling about, man. What do you even do? Well, you trash. Do something.
Play with me, you playing God. You will never see tomorrow. Stop time, change everything. Not nice, plain medicine. Yeah, I'm straight pessimist.
Come on, this
blood
flow.
type be negative. Spit on the grave you resting in. And in my life, cause soon as I die, you catch a fade in heaven, yeah. I can explain it better than.
I pose the question formally. Who loves hate more than me? This that I'm forming for. This torture, disorder's born with me.
Oh, yo, hold on. The way you kind of came, yo, 0. See, that's how strong the hate is, that you don't get no intermission, right? It's just full hate. You know what? Honestly, I'd be okay if you just don't bring that chorus back, bro. Just let the hate go flow through you, right? We on some Sith energy today.
Heaven, yeah. I
can explain it better than. I pose the question formally. Who loves hate more than me? This that I'm forming for them is torture. Disorder's born with me now. There's no more mortal me now. This ain't immortal beef. Your lineage shares to live is slim when the reaper pull like corner three. My name hold up authority. Your family was a thorn to me. This cleansing ain't no troll when I pour out your bloodline and torture tree. I scorch that earth, the forestry. Your friendship is a for a dream. Cause hate's my faith and the men pray. Say fucking your life is poor to me. Look at these shoes and stare at Darren for a standoff. But let me tie my shit real quick before these hands start. When she get big, your bitch will sit just like a lapdog. Yeah, she saw you suck before you took the mask off. Throwing stones at
hold on, bro. She saw you. Hold on, what? First. Yeah, as a matter of fact, in Hateology 101, they probably preach that you got to get the talk off, right? You got to get the monologuing off before the hands get thrown. People do that all the time, but the people who could do that too, that's crazy, right? Because in true hateology, right, you could talk your stuff as much as you can and incite them to want to swing. You know what I'm saying? What did Dig say? Right? Motivational speaker. The bar's getting weaponized.
It's like a lapdog, yeah. She saw you suck before you took the mask off. Throwing stones at glass jars. You can save your last.
Be crazy.
Don't come approaching me. I'll bring brass knuckles just to slap box. And I look like money, put these fugly.
Why'd you even bring the brass knuckles, man? He said, come on, y'all get that. Actually, to tell you the truth, right? When you slip on brass knuckles, there's still that part right there that you got to grab on. But basically, he's saying that, you know, I got all this destructive power, right? But because I'm hating, because you ain't really nothing, I'm just gonna use a fifth of it. You know, you still gonna get that metal to the face. I don't hate you enough to use the brass knuckles, right? I'ma humble you first.
Don't come approaching me. I'll bring brass knuckles just to slap box. And I look like money. Put these fuglies in the backdrop. Type to stab your back.
Crazy back shots. You laughing too. What a menace and dark energy.
They say I'm a hater.
Okay.
I say incinerator. What's my motivator than a center slayer? Send you straight to hell.
Wait. Ooh, incinerator.
What's my motivator?
Oh yeah, people. That's an art form. People who know that is
Okay. What's my motivator than a center slayer? Send you straight to hell, take your ferry coins and spend them later. Fill a man with hoes, deal ventilator. Kick the power cord out of your ventilator. Take your son to the park as a celebration. Hand your baby boy a bomb and detonate it like boom. That boy stupid as his pops. This ain't Cooper land. I'm on your head, them shells fly when I drop. Bitch, that's 10 toes when I drop in. That's 10 toes on your block. Set you 10 deep. Well, look at that. I got 10 holes for my ops. Pause. Them holes in my drawers. Biden. Take gas and they
hold on. I don't know if that's pause worthy right there. Sometimes when you hating, you just let it ride, bro. Just like I said, just let it flow through you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was pause right there. I think you could have just let it go, but I understand. But sometimes, man, when you hating, let them think what they need to think. It's got to come out. And I ain't even gonna pause on that one. So it is what it is.
I got 10 holes for my ops. Pause. Them holes in my drawers. Biden. Take gas and they dogs. Light them. So they want a problem. Lying. They wanted me guard. Lying. You want me that barking, but you know what I'ma say. No dog inside them. Pussy say you got 9 lives. I got 9 knives and they all excited. Kill him and hit my pose. Look at this grip, I'm froze. Dive in when it come to this petty shit. I don't dip my toe. Walk in your mom's house and I tell your pops better get my hoe. Spill your DNA, now you DOA by the DIO.
Walk in your mom's spot and tell your pops you better get my. Instigating right there, bro. And then you even got the Sprite action right here, bro. That's somebody's house, bro. Not they mama.
Walk in your mom's house and I tell your pops better get my hoe. Spill your DNA, now you DOA by the DIO.
DOA.
I be waking early for this shit. Step over your body just to get the paper. Whoa, this boy is sick. I'm the number 1 pick.
Yeah, this Hump Single on playlist, man. See, you know, the whole entire time I was sitting there thinking about this, I felt like maybe there was some stuff I wanted to get off my chest, but you might have done said everything I wanted to say. You know what I mean? I think you did. This song was fire. Yeah, I guess I didn't really have anything. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Let me see. What's something that been bugging me? Oh yeah. Yeah. I know. I don't know if this is more of a hating, but I just want to put this out there, bro. I saw somebody that I had saw Dean's post about Dean's post. He had said something that, you know, if he wanted to do, you know, some reaction and everything, because, you know, he's doing reactions that, you know, you'd have to pay him for the reactions. And then people, you know, started roasting him and everything, you know, sitting there retweeting and saying that I'll do them for free and something like that. And I'm sitting here thinking, boy, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way. Ain't no way. I just, you know, I'm telling you, there's been a lot of stuff I'll be wanting to say. And then I won't post it, right? I'll you know, type it out. And I think, all right, do I really want to say this? You know what I'm saying? Do I really want to? And then I'll just be chilling, you know, take an hour. You don't forget about it. But this, you'll forget about it. But this stayed in my head and everything. And I was sitting there thinking, dang, paying for somebody to react to your stuff is kind of a double-edged sword. You know, first off, generally, whenever you're paying for a reaction to the reactor to feel like they may have a duty to say good things about it, right? You won't necessarily get that same thing from me. You know, if it is trash, I won't come out and say it's trash. I feel like that's not very constructive. So if I know that there are some things that you're going to need to improve on, you know, from my, you know, ears, then I'll say it, you know, regardless you paid it. But I do understand on that side where if you do receive a paid one, you're probably just going to get all good news and whatnot. And second, why isn't, what do you think music marketing is, right? Isn't that what you do? DistroKid, don't you pay to get your music distributed so people can hear it? Why wouldn't you want to pay somebody that's in the scene, that's in the area that you're trying to apply for, to get your music out there? You know what I mean? I don't understand. It's just one of America where everybody just wants things for free. Oh my goodness, bro. It's crazy, you know, because you got people who got really big platforms, right? In a reactor, and I'm not necessarily a huge, massive channel, but you know, I do work pretty hard to get this channel and post daily, you know, except for Mondays. I take that days off because my wife, she told me I need to take those days off, and I work hard. You know, I try to give insight where I can. Sometimes I'm just having fun, just being goofy and being silly, but I try to give insight and give value where I can. You know what I mean? And for the most part, about 95, 98% of the videos that I react to, I am not paid for. As a matter of fact, don't gain any money, right? Copyright and all of that. So I put my time and I put my value and I put my time into this channel, you know, thinking about stuff and everything. And you want me to listen to your music, right? But you don't value my time, right? You don't value, you just say, oh, you should do it for free because what, right? But like I said, it's like a double-edged sword. But if anything, you really want to get your stuff out there, of course you could do it all by yourself. But people got to stop asking for handouts, especially for people who already got established platforms where they worked hard to get there. And they don't want you, you know, they don't want you coming in and taking advantage of that. You know, for free and everything. Now, I've been in a nerdcore community for about going on 6 years here. You know what I mean? And for the most part, I react to, you know, especially like during the beginning when I was trying to, you know, get within the community and everything, just kind of reacting to a bunch of you guys' stuff. And I wasn't getting paid for that. That was stuff all, as a matter of fact, I don't even think I was even making money off of that because I wasn't at 1,000 subs yet, but I was in there because I really loved it. I really liked it and everything. And every now and then I'll come across ones that are, that are really, really amazing that I was continue to come back and listen to without even being paid for it. And that's just out of my own interest, you know, even if and you guys can see it, it's evident, you know, I'll do it. Even if it doesn't even get me a whole lot of views, I'll still come back and do it. I got a bigger channel now. So, you know, I got to be careful. Some of the things I react to, it's just business. You know what I mean? I got to keep my channel healthy as much as I can. But every now and then I'll go and listen to some more stuff and everything. But it just took a while, you know, to get here. So it kind of pissed me off a little bit, just a little bit. You know, I don't even know if this is kind of more like hating or not, but it's kind of pissed me off that you just got people out there that kind of just want handouts, you know. And my thoughts aren't even really gathered right here. I'm really just kind of just talking to you guys, just one-on-one for the people who are still here. And there's probably some other stuff that's been on my head, but that right there was kind of it was just kind of interesting, right? Because I didn't get to where I got, getting free handouts. I do pay money for this channel, whether it be SEO, stuff for my thumbnails and everything, monthly and everything, to get my stuff as good as a quality as I possibly can in the amount of time frame that I have. I pay that money. So I feel like as you as a musician, you can do it. You can do a lot on your own. Props to you. Be an independent artist. Get your stuff out there. Do what you can. But if there is somebody in the community that you want to look at your music, you could chance it by just asking them and seeing what they're doing. But if you really want that reaction, right, then that means you must see some value in that. You're gonna have to pay for that. That's just how that is. That's how it's been since the beginning. Right? You see value in distributors, right? You pay that to get people to listen to your music. But, if you want like reactors, somebody that's in your scene that you value, you want them to look at your music. Yeah, for the most part, it's going to come at a cost unless, somebody's streaming and then they happen to just listen to your music or something like that. I don't stream that much, right? So, and so, I do have it down there as an option for you to pay for a reaction. And if you don't want to, that's fine. You know what I mean? But you don't have to blow up in somebody's face just because people are getting paid for those reactions. Oh, anyways. Yeah. Like I said, my thoughts weren't always, they're not the most coherent right now, but those are kind of my thoughts on that. Fire song didn't mean to take away from this. It's just that I don't even know if that was hating energy. That was just getting stuff off my chest. But let me know what y'all thought about this song down in the comments. Dave's out.